All right, board action one, sustainability. President Bush recently noted the major of the renewable energy community with the production volume of the EISA and just goal of the mandatory requirements further added with these volumes, the need for the safe, economical security, national security, sake of being good stewards of the environment. The federal government is playing a vital role achieving all of these objectives with mobilizing teams of the best of the best scientists involved with the agencies. The key goal of the National Biofuel Action Plan was to maximize the environmental economic benefits of biofuel, advancing sustainable practices and improvements of efficiency throughout biofuel supply chain, from feedstock production to final use. Bio aims to provide interagency leadership to store biofuel development into the sustainable path through the compilation and evaluation of biofuels, sustainable criteria, benchmark indicators. Board activities will promote coordination among federal, state, and agencies and industry to do best for agricultural land use practices, most effective production, conversion, transportation, storage system that assures economic growth viable to the biofuel system, protecting ecosystem and human health. Historical contents, sustainable defined in Executive Order 13423, the need for the create, maintain, and coordination conditions under human nature that can exist productive harmony through the permits following the social, economic, other requirements of presenting future generations of America. EISA recommends the RFS program promotes sustainable one, directing the significant reduction of greenhouse gases achieved with a different feedstock, requiring that the biofuel production not adversely impact with the environment and natural resource. 3, focus on the development of cellulosic other feedstock, which is promote sustainable production of biofuels. Alright, 4, stipulating every 3 years the EPA assesses the report of Congress on environmental impacts of the biofuel system. Your Biomass Research and Development Board actions demonstrate the EIS and domestic environmental agricultural conservation policy. U.S. over the international leader promoting sustainable biofuel production. Board will continue and focus active issues receiving the briefings. Key aspect of the United States policy with the EPA methodology, greenhouse gas lines, cycle access analysis conducted under the RFS requirements of the State Department involvement in the Global Bioengineering Partnership. Further advanced leadership of the board is defining by November 2008 a set of science-based national criteria identifying science-based indicators assessing sustainable products of the biofuel across biofuel supply chain. Criteria indicator will coordinate ongoing international activity, will be used to evaluate environmental, economic, performance of production and use. Establishing sustainable interagency with a group of the DOE, USDA, EPA, participants, other agencies, facilitate strategic planning, coordinate with federal activities, interface, industry, environmental groups, coordinate EISA, different agencies, define and evaluate sustainable criteria, benchmark indicators, planning a series of workshop, internal, external stakeholders, internal workshop, inventory, key research efforts for the area of sustainability, identifying relevant models, identifying strengths, weaknesses, existing maps, and gaps, ethanol, external workshop discussion, analytical model efforts to address the processing, pressing issues, challenging also the research development, priorities of the dialogues between decision makers and scientists. Board action area 2, feedstock production.